Hello everyone, welcome to my live for today. I'm adjusting my camera settings and getting it all ready for you guys. Um, so we have a great project. I'm super excited and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Um, I, um, I was working on this for a little while and I really love it, and so I hope you do too. Um, we're going to be using the Pets Rule collection from Crafter's Companion, and it's going to be a full 2 hours probably because there's a lot to do to this. I cut a few things ahead of time to make it a little faster, but not everything. So um, we're going to take a little while and we're going to get it all done, and then you're going to be able to do it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's Christine Mahoney Crafts. You're on it now. So hit the subscribe button and also hit the like and the notifications bell so that you can be notified every time I put a live video up or do a video and put it on. Please say hi if you're on. I'd like to say hi to you and let me know where you're from. Excuse me. And if you would like to follow me on Facebook, it's Christine Mahoney Crafts, just like it is here. And because I post everything that I do onto that, and then I ask everybody to post what they've done that follows what I've done, you know what I mean? So if you've done my project, please, I want to see it. And if you change it up or whatever you do, I want to, if it's exactly the same, I want to see it. And post it, because eventually when I get enough people on there, we're going to start having contests, and I'm going to have some giveaways and stuff like that. So make sure you find me on Facebook at Christine Mahoney Crafts as well. If you can, share this to your Facebook page, because you must know a lot of people like I do that craft, and so the sooner I can get my subscribers up, the better for me, so that I can do this on a full-time basis. So that would be awesome. Please say hi if you're here, and I'm going to start showing you the collection. So this is from, like I said, Crafter's Companion. It's the Pets Rule collection. It's just an amazing set. I didn't know if I was going to like it as much as I did. Oh, I love it. So I wanted to show it to you. We'll start with the littler items. This right here is the Talk to the Paw elements. It's dye, and you cut it out. We're going to be using that today. So we're definitely going to be using this. So I'm going to take that out. See it? So cool. I had little ones like that when I did glitter, when I do glitter tattoos. So that's just looks just like that. It's party time. This one's really cute. Haven't used it yet, but we will be using the bone out of it. So I'm going to take that out. It has also like all these other dog elements that are, you can do like silhouettes. It has a paw print too. That's really going to be useful. Excuse me, my voice. And it has the silhouette one too. I really love it. You can actually cut it a couple times and cut out green foliage or color it in. So that's really good. And then the next one is this edgeable. I'm going to use that probably in my next demo of this collection. It's called Possum. It's a edgeable that you cut on the side of your card, and it's so cute, and it's so on topic, obviously, with dog and cat things. And then we have the cat's whiskers. This is just like the dog one, but with cats. And I'm gonna use the fish skulls out of that one, so I'll take that off of there. All right. I love these. And then, sorry, we're gonna use, paw prints. I'm losing my voice. Excuse me, let me get a sip of my water. I had no problem earlier. This is an embossing folder, and it's really cute. It's a 2D embossing folder, a 5x7. We're going to be using that, so I'll take that out. Okay, and then we have the top dog, which is so cute. I'll take it out. I'll take them out so you can see. I don't know if it's hard to see. There we go. Dog dad, time spent with dogs is never wasted. My windows are not dirty. That's my dog's nose art. For mom, woof you. Doggy kisses and birthday wishes. Sloppy kisses with love forever. Woof. These are so cute. Yappy birthday. A spoiled dog lives here. How old is that? Is that in dog years? Dog hair is my glitter. Life is better with a dog. You left paw prints on our heart. It's really sweet. With a little pug here and this chihuahua. I took the chihuahua out already because we're going to be using that. And then we have Perfect Cat. Perfect Cat. And these are all the stamps for cats. Of course. Cats make people happy. Have a perfect day. I know my daughter has 2 cats. So I'm going to make her some cards or something. Maybe some shadow box and put her picture of her cats in it too. Cat hair is my glitter. Proud cat dad. I am so perfect. Perfect. Life is better with a cat. Stay positive for mom. Cat mom. What part of meow don't you understand? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And the life is better with a cat. This one right here, this cat, I took it out already because we're going to be using that too. Okay? So let me put that away. Please say hi if you're here. I'd like to say hi to you. All right. Then also in this collection came 2 paper pads, one for cats and one for dogs. It has a lot of different pages on here. I'll flip through. Lots of ones that you can use without even being cat or dog related. The wooden one. We're going to use one of these. So I'm going to take it out. There's 3 of each. And I used one already, so there's 2 left. Okay. So we have that. Cute, right? And then we have the cat one. The cat one. Forgot what I was on. Hi there, please say hi. I see people. Here's all the cat ones. The knit, because cats love yarn. They wrap themselves up in it. More sweater stuff. Fish bones. See, and that matches the fish bones thigh and stuff. So it's a really cute collection. I love it. And so we are all set. I took everything out I needed. And so the first thing we're going to do is we need white cards 6.5 to 4.5. So I already cut that. There's some stuff we'll be cutting that will take longer, so I just wanted to make sure I got as much stuff done as I could ahead of time. So that's 6.5 by 4.5. 6.5 by 4.5. And we are going to use this die cut and cut into it. And so let me move some stuff out of the way. Ooh. I'm going to unplug my hot glue gun. Hopefully that doesn't melt anymore. I just put it, move my coffee out of the way. Hello, please say hi if you're here. Love to say hi. Well, and so we're going to use all these things. So I'm putting these all out of the way. And we're starting with this. So I'm going to bring up my cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to cut this. We're going to cut it twice. Okay, let's move this up a little so you can see. So we're going to cut it twice. So we're going to probably even it out. And I've done this before, so I know it's about right there. Leave a little room on the sides. And let's see if we can cut it without it moving. I can tell because I can see through this, which I love. Yep. Pretty good, right? Maybe up a little bit more on the one. It's hard to tell. You don't have to measure, but you can. I think I didn't have the plates even. Okay. So let's make sure the plates are even next time. That's going to cut them all out. You can save these hearts and paw prints for something else if you wanted. Just one pass. There we go. Now I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to do it right there. What I want to do is leave a little room in between, but we'll do that. All right. Just like that. It's so cute. Okay, pretty close. Let's fix that. Pretty close. I'll just put thinner tape in there in between. There. I know it moved a little, but that's okay because that's where I want it. Okay. Hi, Mike. Funny, funny. I'm just poking out the thing. I'm done with that. Okay, so now while we have this machine up, we're going to cut about 8 each of these guys. So does this fit? Almost fits. So let me cut it up a little. So we're going to put these down and cut them about 8 times through. That's where if you have a double set of some things, they come in handy, that's for sure. Um, but that's okay. Can't have a double of everything, right? Go down and come back because I want it on that side. So that's gonna get done. This is gonna get done 8 times. Probably could have done this ahead of time, but I didn't. So you can always use this for a stencil too. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking. You can paint and use this for stenciling and stuff. This is how you make stencils, by the way. If you have die cuts, you can make stencils. I do it all the time because I teach painting classes. A few more times. I know this takes the longest time. I cut a lot of stuff up ahead of time, but you know, I feel like if someone's wanting to learn how to do it, besides normal measurements, I want to show them. And I know my voice is loud because I'm right near my phone, so you can always turn me down. I'm really sorry. I listen back sometimes to my videos and I'm like, wow, I was so loud, but the phone is right here. I'm like right on the phone right now because I'm standing. That's 3 now? Yes, it's coming along. We need 8. What are we going to do with all this stuff, you ask? Hey, it's a surprise. It's a surprise. Oh, thanks. I didn't think it was. I'm trying to talk lower too, so maybe that's why. It does help if I talk lower. I can whisper. I'm trying to go in every other pattern in case I wanted to use this for a stencil. See that? Doesn't have to be perfect. But isn't that cool? Plop it. That's 4. We're halfway there. I believe I used 8 in my sample. Bet you're wondering what we're making. I'll use my poker. I was like, I can show you or I can surprise you. This is number 5. Anyone else that's on, please say hi. I see that there's a bunch of people on. Please say hi. That was 5. Here's number 6. Doesn't take long. Oops. That's later. Didn't that cut? That's so weird. Let's put that one through again. Maybe I have a silly spot that I didn't know. I mean, it all worked on the top row. Maybe I had it upside down. Oh, I did. Look at my plate. I got a fish. I got a fish. It's okay. It's pretty. Happens to everyone. All right, 2 more times. That's why I used this. It was a lot faster than running it through a, oopsie, that one slipped. It's a lot faster than running 2 at a time on an electric machine. Hey, if you can, say hi. I would love to say hi to you. Okay, one more time. We're making something really cool. All right, I think that's 8 each. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got it. Okay. So we're done with those. And so now, just cleaning up a little. Put that there, and put that there, out of the way. And yeah, you can see what I'm doing. See that? I can see, you can see. But at least it's out of the way. And I'll save those. Hi Tracy, how are you? Okay, so I'm glad you could come in. So next, I need to while I have this here, I'm gonna put the prints through the embossing folder. So what I need to do is, this is what we're gonna use, and I need the embossing folder, which is right here. And I'm putting that in. I didn't cut it to size because I didn't need it that big, so. And what you're looking for is, this is the raised side, so it's going to push up into the grooved inside. And I was going to try to do Versamark on here, to try to white emboss it, but that didn't work for me, so I didn't. So, you know, you try things and see if it works. And what I need in here is another piece of paper. This is too wide, of course. Let me cut this down. Because I need a shim, but everything I tried didn't work the normal way, so I had to figure out a way that would work. So let's try that in there. That doesn't feel like it yet. Maybe. So I know that the cutting plate, let's just try it. No, it goes right through. But both of them together, I don't know, I think it's too heavy. Yeah, so then I need another shim. Let's just try the one that I used here with the, see if that helps. Oops. Yes, it will now. Maybe. I know I did this before and it didn't, let me see, I'm trying to figure it out. I think maybe I had, even though you're not, let's see, let's just try it. I'm gonna put the white plate back down. This. The shim. And the top plate. No. Give me a second, we'll figure this out, because I did it. That's it, I think. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I can feel that. So, that should be good. Sometimes you just gotta play around, see what works. Let me just check it. And I see it. So we got it. All right. So it's not as deep. So it's not a 3D, it's a 2D. So that's the fun of it, because you try different things. So we got that done. This can come out. This can go down. And we have that for now. Okay. So now we're gonna ink this up. I have all my little things right here. Probably should separate them. I'm gonna take out the eyes in all of them, because we'll need the eyes out. We don't want the eyes in it. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Let's see. You see how that is. That's good. All right. We have a delay, so sometimes I might push something and then I'd have to wait to see. So, get close up now. Oh, on the, are you talking about on the paper, Mike? Hi, Suzette, how you doing? Lovely to see you today. Okay, so we have all our fish bones, and we have all our bones for the dog. Okay, so now we have this piece of paper that we cut and we embossed, and we're gonna color it in now. And so we're gonna use a couple of inks that I like, and they're from Stampin' Up. They're Pumpkin Pie and Poppy Parade. And I'm gonna throw a little of this down and see how that goes. The bone and the fish, repeat. On the, you know, when I was cutting them out. So, okay, and so what we're gonna do is throw a little water down. So we have this wet, washed look. All right, now I can't see it, so let's see. That's good. So we're gonna throw a little water down. And we're just gonna cover this. So I have this already and I mixed it up. So I'm good with it as long as I'm not putting it on the pad. Straightening it out, sorry. All right, that should be good. All right, sorry about that. I try to keep the camera so that it's not giving too much of a shade, but it is. So I want to really pull it that way a little, but yeah, that works. Okay. All right. So we have a little water here, and I already have colors on here from my my practice one. So I'm just gonna hit it lightly. I want colors on here. I want it to look like the cats, then the dogs made a mess. Like they got into the paint and made a mess. You know what I mean? Let's just do a little yellow on the yellow side of that thing. Yes. So this is really cool. I love these two colors together. And I used up all my water already. Wow. Right. Kind of makes it look dirty. You like dirty. Dirty mess. Don't have to cover every little white spot because that's what makes it like it was supposed to be clean, right? And then the dog and the cat made a mess with their paw prints. That's what that is, their paw prints. So I feel like that works. They don't care. Yeah, that looks so cool. Let me see if I can throw a little extra red on top of some of it. So the paw prints poke out a little extra. If you go really lightly, you'll hit the top. See that? Brushing over the tops. It's very cool. And it still looks like a mess. Which it's supposed to. Messy, messy. Squish, squish. Yeah, that's cool too if you leave the blotches, but all right. You like that? So, yeah, I like that. It's like they messed it up. Kind of like the little splotches. It looks like they really did. They got into the paint. So that's where I'm gonna leave that. I have a light here. There it is. And that's all we're gonna do with that front. Did I put all my markers away? And I knew I needed them, so I'll have to pull them back out. All right. So we'll let that dry for a minute. And next we will close these up. I'm going to do the cat and the dog next. And then we'll have that done. And let me plug in my key embossed. All right, so that's ready to go. So we're going to take some cardstock. And we can cut this so we can use part of this for a stencil. I'm not using the stencil today. I just think that, look at, you can use that as a stencil now and tap that into a piece of cardstock. I could show you, but that will be whatever the word is, from what we have to do now, which is going to take a while to do, so. Thank you, Mike. Okay, so I am going to use Versamark, and we're going to put black embossing powder on it. It doesn't matter because we're going to be cutting these out. All right, so it doesn't, I have the cat and the dog on here. So, all my pieces are falling. But I had to get them out of the way. Okay, so paper. I have this piece of paper here, and we have black embossing powder. And we really, this leaves it so that we really don't have to color it too much, just a little. Cute, isn't it? So cute. All right, that's good. Adorable. You're gonna love this project. I know it, because I do. It took me a minute to come up with it. It was all my own thoughts, but it just hit me, and I can't always do a video every day because it has to hit me, and when it hits me, then I'll do the video. But it just has to hit me right, you know. I just don't want to do anything, you know. I'm going to heat emboss this now, and in a minute, I'll come up. It's turning. I like when it gets all shiny. I don't know if you can see that well, but I wanted to make sure I put it up there anyway. All right, they're done. Nice and shiny. I don't know if you can see that. Terrible lighting. I have the window open and it's sunny. So it's not the worst, but I need I need a stage crew. No, I'm just joking. I need people to do this for me, the lighting, the cameras, all that. So let me pull out some colors. I put them away. I was thinking I didn't need them. I forgot I was using them. So I think those are the two I used. Oh, and then, yeah, the orange. Okay. Since we used orange. So we're going to use the orange blend, the bright pink blend, and the earth brown blend from from the Spectrum Noir range. So the brown, basically we just used the light brown and then we darkened it a little. So, and I remember that there's a little pink in the air, so I'll leave a little space for the pink. And they do put a lot of stuff in here already, but I liked it. You have to color it in, but so that's basically where their dark colors are is usually where the shading is darker. He's so cute. Okay, and then the cat, her back of her ear. I'm going to cover this all first. And I'm going to come up a little higher. I'm going to cut it, but I don't want it to be white when I get too close to it, because that happened. So then I had to color it, so I'm doing it ahead of time. Now, she's got glasses on, but you can still see through her hair. So, to the other dog, you can't. The dog, you can't see his eyes, but you can see hers. So you want to make sure you color in the hair on that. So cute. Don't color in the nose or the mouth, but everything else. Cute, cute. And down underneath. I think I did that as a color, but we'll color it. The chin, yes. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so I'll make this fur instead of like an outfit, even though the cat has a tie. So there's that. We're going to use the darker and go around the darkest edges. Just a little. It will all blend in with each other, so. Okay. And then this cat. It's all over the place. So we just do a lot of little lines and little dots. Just a little, just so it's not all one color. All right, and then let's just go back really fast because I don't like to see lines. There we go. Blends better that way. Okay. All right, then the pink, light pink for the ears. It's like, that's like a bright pink, huh? Let's see if there's another one. It's almost like neon. Let's see if I can go over this. Oh, that's a little better. It's a pale pink extend. It's a little bright, but it's okay. I like it. We'll do the nose and the mouth. cute. And I think I did the eyes. The eyes. A little pink. Yeah, why not? Give it a little character. And there's the ear. That one colored in. Okay. Tap back that brown. There. Don't want to leave any white lines. And then a little orange. I'm going to make his glasses orange. And her, and I don't know, is it a her or a him? Bow tie orange, because it will match the card, the top of the card that I did. So I didn't do the nose on. Alright. When you just have one color, like, you don't have to do a shading, because, you know, pink for the nose. Or is it dark? It's dark. It's brown. Brown nose, sorry. You won't see the dots in the nose, but that nose is always dark. It's not pink. That will look like pig's nose. So it's cut, I mean it's colored, and it's gonna look so cute when we're done. So I'm gonna take my scissors and cut these out, then they'll be done. I think that what takes the longest is putting it together, believe it or not. Let me cut around it first. I find it easier to cut around it and not work with a big piece of paper first. I don't know about you guys, but that's what works for me. Okay. So I'm going to cut. I don't want to see any white, so let me cut it. This is the tedious part, right? Who likes to fussy cut? I'm not really a fan of it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. It's so cute though. This whole collection I really like. I like everything really. I buy too much stuff. And but you know, I want to make it my career, so what are you gonna do? That's what you have to do. So, almost done with this one. Is it a boy or a girl? What do you think? Okay. That's done. Hi, Crystal. Yes, I could do that too, but I don't want to take it out. Crystal says she uses her scan and cut to cut these things out instead of having to fussy cut. And if you have a scan and cut, for sure, that would make it a lot easier. Especially for people that, you know, are shaky or anything like that, because I know that's an issue. So let me just finish cutting this out, and then I'm not sure, I think we're almost ready to kind of put it together, but it's gonna take a while. But I've done it once already, so maybe it won't take as long because I figured it all out now. It took half a day yesterday, but the reward was worth it. All right. So, so cute. I know you guys don't know what I'm doing yet. So I hope you're excited to find out. See, I wanted to show you guys at the beginning, but then I'm like, oh, but the surprise is worth it. So those two are cute, 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 too cute. Okay, let me pick these up, throw them in the garbage. There we go. And so now, we have these two guys. What do you think we're gonna do with them? Any ideas? Okay, well, I'll see if you have ideas coming in and I'll keep going. Oh, do you like that? You like the surprise, Mike? Okay, I do too. Although, you know, if someone's going to watch a 2-hour, well, the thing is, I do post the picture up afterwards on the video. So if someone's going to watch it, they're going to see right away at the beginning what it is when they click on it. But it's not going to be at the front of the video, but it's going to be, you know, on the display video. You know what I mean? I cut 2 pieces of acetate. I already took off the little film from it. These are 5 by 1/2. 5 by 1/2, 2 pieces. And I'm gonna glue. Oh, what is she doing? I'm gonna tape. You could glue. I shut my hat. I think it will be fine. I'm gonna, hopefully, because it's in, yeah. Oh, let's turn that on, because you know what? That is true. Okay, so learn something. If you don't hot glue it, and the tape comes undone, what I'm doing, you can't go and fix. So, I think this is a really good idea. Snooze, you lose. For what, Mike? I'm getting a drink. I see there's 9, at least 9 or more people here. So if you say hi, I'll know you're here. I'm just gonna let this heat up a second. And all we're gonna do is glue 1 to each of the, just to the bottom of the acetate strip. The surprise. I should have left it on. You guys were there when I shut it off. When I unplugged it, I think. See, if glue starts coming out, we're gonna go over it. Not yet. So, then we're gonna put everything together. Oh, we're gonna cut a piece of paper, the 6 to 4.5. So I'll do that while we're waiting. This is only gonna take a second. But I'm scared I'm gonna lose the acetate because it's so clear I can't see it. So we have a piece of wooden paper, like I told you, that we took out. And we're gonna cut this, it's 6. Now the other part is 6.5, so we have to maneuver it right in the middle to make sure that there's no gap. You won't really see it with the top card, but it comes close. So, so you wanna cut it. It's gonna be 6 this way, and we're gonna chop it this way to 4.5. Yes. So 4.5 off of the top. Or the bottom. 4.5. Right. So here is that piece. Some of this is going to be manual labor. No, this should be hot now. Okay. Got everything else cut. All right. So I'm just going to put glue on the cat right in the center. way it stays to it, because honestly, if it comes undone on my other one, that may too though. I'll put both down. That already came off. Let's see if I do it faster. Not that fast. Yeah, maybe because it's acetate, it doesn't want to stick, so we'll take that off. And no one's going to see the back of this. Sorry. So I thought that would work, but it's, maybe I'll just do the tape pen like I did, but if you can secure it with other glue, that would be good if you have the time to wait. But of course, I don't have the time because we have to move on. So that'll be fine. Always do it from the back so you can see what you're doing. It's going to be right in the center. All right, just like that. You know, if they come undone in the card, hopefully they won't. It didn't on the one I was doing. So I just was thinking that, but that glue doesn't really, hot glue doesn't really stick to acetate, does it? All right. And I'm just going to scrape off the tape runner that went over. All right, things. You won't see it. So there's that one. And we have that one. All right. Let me shut this hot thing off. That was no use. All right. So now we get to put it all basically together. It's a little bit of a complicated process. So we have this, we have those, we have this paper, which we're going to use. I cut another piece, I cut a piece of gold paper to 5 by 7. And we have a card base. We have a piece of acetate, which is the same size. I think I told you that one before, 6.5 by 4.5. And then the card base was brown cardstock. It was 7.25 by 10.5 and scored at 5.25. All right. Now this gets to be a little bit complicated. Hi Phil, how are you? And it's not complicated that way, but it's going to be a little complicated because we have to go in step-by-step order. So here's the one piece that we did, and we're going to tape the acetate to the back of it, all right? So I'm going to just use tape runner for that. And I'm going to do it right on the edge. You don't need to see it. You can go in between. This is just, no one's going to see any of that. So, all right. You don't have to go in between each of the paws and stuff, right? It's really sticky. So with acetate, it's really hard to see, right? I took the film off of it, so it's nice and clean. It just catches every little bit of everything. So you're gonna just make sure that your ends line up before you touch, because it would be hard to get off. Really hard to do. Okay. There, has acetate now. Collects everything though, don't it? And so we attach the acetate. I'm just checking my notes because I didn't want to skip any parts. Right, so now we're going to put we're going to put foam on here, right? So I have two different foams, so we'll start with this one till I run out, and then we'll go with the next one. Now we're going to go as close up to the paw as we can, and then we'll put another row. And we're going to do 2 rows, we're going to do this twice because we need the room. And I had to learn this. Trust me, I did a lot of work for this project. And you don't want it to go where you're going to be able to see it, so you have to stay on the back side. Okay. This one should fit right across. Sticky stuff. Let's go right up. And if it's to the point where it's going to show, then you need to cut it off. Like maybe by the paw prints, don't know. We'll go running out. I knew I would. Okay. We just don't want to see it. So when we look out, we don't want to see it. I have another roll. This takes a lot of foam, but it's worth it. I only did 1 row at first on the last, 1 row of foam tape, and I definitely had to take it apart and put another one because it was too tight. And do you guys know what I'm doing now? So we have that. We're gonna unstick it all and then do another row. All right. Sometimes I use my pokey tool to get it apart, and it seems to work faster. See that? Pulls it right up. Let's do the middle one first. it's so great that you have to practice and do it first before I could just go on live and show this, because oh my gosh, you guys would have been with me for maybe 6 hours or longer. I don't know. I actually waited to this morning to completely figure out the part that I needed to figure out, which I had, but I wasn't sure, I guess. So let's do another row. Sticks to your finger. It's so strong. All right, when you're doing the inside, you want to make sure you're right on top of it, because you don't want to leave any stickiness. Then the shaker stuff that we're doing, which I think you guys probably figured out. One stuck in my last one, and I had to pull it apart again and get it to fit right, get it to unstick, because I didn't want it to just stay up there. That wouldn't be cool. All right, that's good. I'm making sure it's even when I'm putting my finger on it. And one across the middle. This, I like this kind of tape because it lets you pull it. You don't have to keep cutting it. Except that when I pull too much. Let me cut that. It's funny, I said it and then that happened. There. And one more here. We can. It's not easy to pull this apart once it's stuck together, that's for sure. These aren't little shakers, so they're not going to come like, out if you left a hole, but I'm not leaving a hole. Right. So there's that. So now we just want to make sure that everything is cut so that nothing can be seen from the front. Staticky. Oops. That's funny. That went on the inside. It really don't matter because but we got it. So we have that now, right? So one side, guess what? Right, that's true. I was just thinking of something. So when you cut these, there's a front and back, and you can really tell it's rounded more on the front. You want to make sure that you're putting them in here facing front, so that means upside down. And so you're gonna put them in facing down, and you're gonna do them in different directions. You're not gonna just put them all this way, but some but both ways. Make sure they're down. This is like the cutest project ever, I think I've done. Face down. Okay, just checking them all. They're all face down and in different directions. And now for the dog bone ones, they look the same either direction. So you still want rounded side facing down. But I mean, like, as far as different directions, going one way or the other, no. They look the same. So I'll put them all in, facing down. That's why I was careful when I took them out. All right, so that's done. Now we do have to cut another piece of acetate to put on top of that, and I forgot to. I think I forgot to do that. So we'll take one out and do it. Not a problem. So I always have to take the film off first, and that's why I did it ahead of time, because it takes me a minute to, unless they leave a little hook somewhere that you can see, but I don't see it. So I never know which side is it on, which side, and so I start scratching at one little corner and see if anything comes up, and if not, then I go to the other side of it, and it's probably on this side. And I start, and I see it's there. So you could take your, this little corner I just won't use. I would rather, there we go, see? So that's the side. That's smart, using that pokey tool. I didn't use it the last time, and that was really difficult. All right. So we're gonna cut this one the same as the other one. Cut acetate. 6.5 by 4.5. Let's go this way. Move those guys. Oops, some of it stayed on, huh? It's so staticky. So I'm going to turn it this way because I'll cut this part off. 6.5. By 4.5. All right, there's the other one. You can hardly see it. So now we bring this back. We have everything in its place, and we're going to put this acetate on top. So we'll unstick everything now. And hope nothing sticks to it. I'm not going to spend hours taking it apart to, if it sticks, it sticks for this. But that's why I was careful. So hopefully that paid off. Now, like I said, I only did one layer of this foam before, and I forgot one right here. One more. Didn't see that before. This outside one, the outside ones, you don't have to be as careful because it's not going to go near the shaker stuff. Okay, don't know how I missed that. Cut this one. And this one. This is the cutest project I've done, I believe, in a long time. Okay, so now we'll put the acetate on. It stopped sticking to me. That's next. And okay, stay away. So make sure you're careful when putting this on. Start at one end. Make sure it's down before you go to, make sure it's nice and even. And some people feel like it's not really that way enough. My head's going to come into view, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I've cut it too long, too big, but that's okay. All right, down. Sometimes you could throw a little powder in there too, so that they don't get so staticky, because that one just clinged right to that. What do you think of that? It's pretty cool. So, okay, they move. They'll get less staticky the more you move them around. And look, it didn't stick. Huh? Okay. You didn't see that coming, Micah? Yes. So, hey, you didn't see the rest of this coming either. It's so cool. But I know there's probably a better way of doing what I did, and maybe someday I'll learn it and do this whole project over again. But it was a little difficult to figure out. So hopefully I can demonstrate it good enough to you guys, because we need our knife. So the paper is going to go on the back, right? But our little people, our little animals are going to come in, and they're going to come up and down like this. Peekaboo. That's why I named this Peekaboo. And then the same with this one. All right. So you didn't see that coming. Well, okay. So what I have to do is cut a slit in between this section here and this section here on the paper and on the foil, because we're going to layer it. This might be a little long. Let me see. Maybe it's not. Let me see how it is on the gold. No, it's right. Okay, but see, if I look, I can see all of this, right? So I have to make sure I cut that off now before it's all attached. So I'm going to trim all that up. Okay. It's okay because you won't see it, but you don't want to see it. So you got to make sure it's all cut. It's hard to get at that one. Let's see. That's pretty good now, right? All right. So we're going to have to cut a slit in both of these. And this paper is only 6 inches wide, but it was a 6 by 6, but this is a 6.5. So when you put it in between, it has to be in the middle, like that. All right. And definitely the paper can go all the way down to the bottom, but you need to at least cut in between there. So what you do is you take the cat and put the cat in and kind of see where the middle is, because the middle is right there, right? You can see the cat that's in the middle of the paw. So when it's all even in there, You can put a mark with a pencil or something, but I can see what you do is you take it like this, right? And you take your pencil. This is how I did it, so I'm going to show it to you the way I did it. And I'm holding it down, and basically I said we have to go from right there. We have to cut a slit, and it would have to be in that section. So we'll do that again, and then we'll make sure that we can't see it from the other side. So when we put that down, can we see the lines? I can. So I got to go up a little higher. Just a little higher. That's all. Just right there and right there. Sorry. And that's where our slit's going to be. You just don't want to see it from underneath. Kind of high. Let's see. Can't be on the foam pads either. So let me just see where we're at. Well, it has to be lower because it can't be on the foam. Wait. Let's see. Give me a second. I have to remember what we did. Let's see. So, what I did. Not we. Who's we? I'm gonna look at my other one to figure that out. Right. Oh, right. Okay. I'm sorry, I forgot that part. Okay, so we're going to end up putting another row of foam in here. So we're not going to do it in the area that that the paper has to be cut. Get it? I got it now. So sorry about that. I forgot that part. That was a little tricky. So it's going to be away from it a little bit, because otherwise they'll be rubbing up right against the paper. So we're going to give it a little space. So, yeah, just a little space. So we're going to put it I still think that it could go in between. Do it right here. So it won't matter where the foam is, so that's why I was trying to say that. And it was about a half, I think I wrote down, oh, I know, I took a picture of it too. So it was about a half an inch, a quarter inch in. So it wouldn't have been a half an inch, that's like all the way down to, hold on a second, it is a half an inch. I was thinking an inch. Yeah, okay, so a half an inch down. So that's what you do. I remember saying, I remember actually I have a picture and I wrote down the measurements and I didn't put it onto my computer, so I can't even tell you what it says because it's on the phone, which is what you guys are looking at me on right now. So, okay, so then the same thing with the dog, just to get an idea of where the middle is. Right, there's the middle, right? You want him in the middle. And make sure the paper is nice and straight in the middle, because that can make a difference later on. Right there. Sorry, it's hard to do this while it's down, while it's where are we? I can't even see the thing, okay? So there and there. And we're gonna double check it before I put that. It's a 1/2 inch. Yep. It's a little high. Okay. So let's double check that. I'll put them both onto their spots. And I have glue all over me. And we will put them into their spots and put this on top. It's gonna be hard to hold it. If I put that there and that there, and put this in the middle, it's gonna be perfect. All right, that's perfect. All right. Even if it moves a little, it will be perfect. So we have to cut those with a knife. And I don't really like cutting on this because for some reason but I do a little. Right? You want it to be a little bit extra because it needs a little bit of room to wiggle. And I found that from the last one I did, that it was too tight. So maybe this will help. We'll find out. And then this one. Where I can handle it. Not near your fingers. We'll have a bloody mess. Okay, so basically we have 2 slits, of which we are going to put those 2 through. All right, I'm just making a little extra room. So what you're gonna do, you can't really see this, but we're gonna put this through. And yes, it fit nicely, nice. And now the dog. And it fit nice. It was a lot tighter last time. So that's that so far. I'm loving this project. I hope you guys like it too. Please give me a thumbs up if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet. Please do that. If you want to see more, just subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified every time that I put a live on or put a video on. And also, if you're not on Facebook with me yet, please go to Christine Mahoney Crafts, just like it is here on Facebook. And a lot of the stuff that we're going to do, like if you do this project, I want to see it. So please post on this project's post, because I'll put a picture of the project on my Facebook page. So if you do it, I want to see it. And eventually I'm going to start having giveaways and prizes and contests and all that stuff. So I need to just get the people over from here to there, because we have 281 subscribers here in about a month. I got that many people so far. And I do not have 281 people on my Facebook. So all you people that are subscribed, please go over there because we're gonna have a lot of fun. And I wanna see everything that you do that pertains to what I've taught. So that would be great. Okay, so we have that. We're gonna do the same thing with the gold because we have to put it through to 3 pieces. We have to put it through this. We have to put it through the base too. So, so that's how that's gonna go. And so now we need to slit the gold, and we need to slit. And it doesn't have to be even because it's gonna go through. Like if it's up higher, you just don't want, it has to be underneath the paper that you're doing. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's all done. With this in front of it. And those slits are going to go inside the card. And when you open and close the card, hopefully, they will move. That was the trickiest part. So see where it's covered is where you have to put a slit. Okay? So make sure that it's even. And where I had it was good. So we'll keep that to the side. This is going to go in there. All we just want is not to be seen by the previous, you know. The gold is going to be covered up except for a little bit. See? So we don't want it to go on the top, obviously. So we have to go under. So basically anywhere underneath that. Okay? And then we do the same with the other. It is a little tricky, it is, I have to say. But it's worth it. So I'm going to come up a little bit because that's would be even then. And I wonder, I don't even remember slitting into the silver one, but you know, I mean the gold one, but you know I did. So let's pull those out. I think this is a really good way to measure it. No, we'll have to guess. I can't even remember doing this one right now. I tell you, I think I did it from the back. Excuse me. So crazy. So about there. It doesn't have to be even. Remember what I said? It just has to be above it and I wonder if it matters. Something like that. Let's make it a little even. Right. Like that. We'll use the bottom ones. Top ones won't be seen. So I must have done this from the back side. I did, I'm sure I did. Because it really doesn't matter. They're the same piece of paper. It's gonna be the same. So, because I don't remember doing it onto the glitter. It's funny. I didn't even think about it. I just did it. So if this is too tight, then we'll just do it on the top line. But I'd rather, this is not gonna be seen. It's gonna be covered up, so. I know I can't give you any better specifications than that because you have to really measure each one out. And I left a little room, like I bent it. I did do it this way, I remember. You just want to smooth it out. Hard to do it any other way because you want it to be a nice glide. Alright. It's okay if it looks ugly because you're not going to see it. Okay, this one too. I need to make more room because if it's too tight it will have a hard time. There. Okay. Let's put it through and see if it fits first. My cat disappeared. If it's nice and smooth, then you did your job. It's very smooth. Good. Let's try the dog. Perfect. It's never going to go right to the top, so we're good. All right. So those are done. So we have that one. And this one's going to cover it. And then we need this one. And so, if this is on there, I can do it in the same spot. So I'll put a little line there, considering I left a big notch on that one. Which I didn't on the last card, so let's see if this works good. So, you guys are not that talkative. I'm gonna leave a big knot. Oh, yeah, this is going in. Right, okay. Want to make sure. We're gonna leave a big notch on this one too, because I think it's gonna help it move better. I have, because I've played around with it so much on the last one, that but I want to make sure that I leave enough space this time. And you can, I did not put any inside stuff, so I didn't cover this up at all on the inside on my demo card, but definitely cover it. You can put a little white card on the inside to cover it. Whatever works, and where you're where you're gonna glue it too. I am gonna hot glue that. How come it worked to that way? That's so weird, huh? I don't get it, because I used the hot glue on acetate before, but maybe I just wasn't doing it fast enough. I think I have to make it a little bit wider. And if all else fails, we have the original. Let me see if that's wide enough. I don't think it is, but no, it's not. Okay, let's just do a little bit more. A little bit. See if that works. Oh, nice. Okay, same with this side. And it really doesn't matter if you're completely even. I mean, you could really measure it out, but it's gonna work. Oh, you're at work. I'm relaxing you. Okay, that works. How are you doing that? You're gonna fall asleep at work. All right, that goes through. Isn't that firm compared to? All right, compared to the last one that I put in, I didn't have any gap at all, so that helps. All right, so now we have all this. Let's try it out. So, this one I didn't leave any gap. That's because it's paper and it's right there. So what we need to do is put foam just around, but don't, and we have to watch out for this part too. Right here, because this is in between, you're getting really close to that toe, paw, whatever you want to, the whole thing is a paw, right? So, so you have to leave a space on it. So I'll show you. Let's move this stuff out of the way. So when we do this, I'm doing this so much faster than I did it at when we were practicing. You have to leave gosh, I don't rip these off that good anymore, do I? We'll cut it off. You have to leave a space. So it's going to be right about here, and then come down to here, and do it, and come all the way across. And we're just doing it on the farthest spot we can. And then come up to right about here, because we will see it and we don't want to see it. And I'm going to even double check it before we put it together. I had to take things apart so I know. You learn after the first time, huh? And a little bit here. And in between. And that's it. And only one layer is good for this. Excuse me while I take a sip of my drink. This is such a fun project. And I'm having fun just doing this with you guys. So before let me cut these off. Before I stick it down, I have to put the animals into their place. Oh, before I even unstick it, let's put that one back. I'll show you something first, right there. Okay, that's covered pretty much. All right. All right, before we unstick it, we're gonna look. And make sure we don't see any foam. That piece is not gonna be there. So we'll put this on top, in the middle. Do we see any foam? In the toes area section? Oh, right there we do. And make sure that's all even. Yep, so we have to take a little off right here. See that? All right, see, that's why we check it first. Okay, perfect. So now we can unstick it. Well, should we check it again? I don't think we need to, but we will. In the center, I see no tape. Okay. So there we go. So now we can put these guys in, because it might be harder after the stickiness is there. And this one. They're so cute. And I'm going to cut off anything that's on the outside edge. I mean, we can after, but it's so much harder. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm just gonna unstick this. We're getting close to being done now, so that's good. See if it all works out. I'm gonna pull on my hot glue gun once again and let that heat up. And we should be done like in 5 minutes or so, or 10, in there somewhere. All right, we'll just let that sit. So as long as it goes all right, then we'll be all golden. The last time I glued this to the glitter, and it was it warped the paper behind it. So you want to use something that's not gonna do that, and just do it on, you know, sparse, really sparse, or you, because it's glitter paper that you're trying to glue to. So don't use tacky glue. I've learned that lesson. Well, with paper anyway, because is it all unstuck? All right, everything's unstuck. All right, now everything's staticky. All right, now we'll make sure they're lined up because we will not be able to take them out afterwards. Okay? And I think we'll just have to eye it. This is the hard part. They're in the middle, so I'm looking at both sides because I want to make sure that it's a smaller size. Then I could have cut this down, but I didn't want to. I think that's right there. No. Darn it. How come that happened? Pick it up fast. I don't want to see that, so I have to. How come I didn't see that? See, that's why I gotta put my head over the top. Give me just a second. I'm gonna. Cut the top part off because there's no way I can unglue that. Okay, you won't see the back, so it's okay. But that was hard. So we made it's glued. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna cut it down, not the acetate. Because I don't want to see it. Give me a second and I'll be right there. I don't know how that happened, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it coming. Yeah, this is hard to do it this way. I would rather pulled it off. You won't see the back because you're gluing it to the glitter. So I'm not stressed out. I just don't want to see it. Almost. Almost. A little more. It's the foam pads now that are in the way. Sorry about that. That's good. Just don't want to cut the acetate. That would kill the whole demo. Almost done. My son must have went out and the dog was barking. I mean, let's see how that looks. Oh, you can't hardly see it. Just one little spot right here. Always listen. If you can't learn from me, then whatever. Then you're not learning nothing, because always look over the top when you're trying to make something even, because clearly you will get it uneven otherwise. And I just proved it. So, hey, you know what? We all do it. But it's the comeback. If you can fix things, no one's gonna see it anyway. What is the difference? It's way better than pulling it apart and there. I don't think I can see too much of the front now. I'm gonna just double check it. Now I'm off camera just because I can see what I'm doing here. So just give me a second. One little spot. There. Snip, snip. All right, how's that? Yay. All right, can't see the top now. That's good. All worked out. So funny, sorry. Just make sure each of the edges, you don't see nothing. So, you know I was trying to get that even. I don't know what happened, but it didn't. Okay, so now we're gonna put these into the slits and then we're gonna glue it. And I'm gonna use a little hot glue, I think, or the other glue I have here. Looks perfect. It doesn't look like anything really happened. No one knows. If you need to be more perfect, no one's gonna know. All right. Trying to figure this out now. Is it not? I think it would have been. I'm gonna go up a little higher with the notch because I changed, because of that paper, it won't come up higher, so I have to cut it higher, which is fine. It's how it is. So we'll go do another notch up a little higher, which is fine because you won't see it. I can't even see what I'm doing. so it comes up higher so that we can see the gold. You won't see the gold other slit because it'll be all glued to the base. Never cut at you. Take that as a lesson too. Luckily we had a room to play with, but that's why it's a lot of adjustments and stuff like that. Until you do it a few times, you know, and get used to it. Oop, my blade fell out. I don't know why. With this one, it always falls out. It's not like I'm loosening it up. It just does it. So the blade goes in the slit. And then you tighten it. And I always tighten it to as tight as I can get it. And it still doesn't. Weird, right? I think it is. Okay. So, there's that. Let's make sure they fit. I'm sure they will. And hopefully that solved that problem. It's so bad when you have bad eyes. Okay, that's definitely up higher now. I can see all the gold around it. Okay, you can see gold on every side. Yay! Okay, so now look, see? And he can go back and forth. He can't, he won't when you... Isn't that cool? Okay, so now we have to do it into the base, and hopefully that's all accurate, otherwise I have to put more into that, which I might have to. I might have to put another slit in it since we adjusted things, so let's see. I didn't glue it yet, so I'm just trying to figure it out first. Nope, it looks like I'll have to put the slit a little bit higher now. See that? Okay. Because it doesn't fit down, it's down at the bottom. So put the slit a little higher. Simple, simple fix. At least, oh, see what I mean? I have another one, I should get it, because this is gonna annoy me. Here we go. We'll go up here. This one's not as sharp, I can tell. So we'll get to the point of just finishing this part and not doing the insides. You guys will know how to mat and layer it inside of a card, right? So that way we can keep it close to 2 hours. Right. And another one. I didn't leave these big slits in the first one, and I think that this is going to help it to move better and to glide. Well, hopefully, right? We'll find out. If not, then we know. I think it's just after the 2 hours. Or I started right around now. So let's see. Let's put it in and see again before I glue anything down. Okay, see how that, see? You guys, if you have any of the issues I had, fix it the way I did. All right, because I just did a good fix. Okay, so here, I'm not sure if the glue gun is gonna, I might have to get another. Let's see if it will, you know what I used that really worked? Is the Colol all-purpose glue. That worked, and oh, I can, it's getting all over. Oh, it's really just coming out of the thing. So, let's put some down. Don't put it near the tape. Oh yeah, I don't want to put too much on here. So, this is that paper, so we don't want to warp it too much. So, let's make sure it's nice and even. And we'll put our, let me go in front. Ah, see that? You have to always check. It's like cement glue. Oh, you saw my head. Who's still around? Say hi if you're still here. Oh, this is such a cute project. Make sure if you come and watch this later that you definitely stop by my Facebook page and or tell me on here that you saw it and whether you liked it or not. I'd love to hear it. And make sure you hit the like button. Thank you for the ones that did. Thank you. It's a lot of fun. This is the cutest little project I think I've done. So that is gluing pretty good. Just got to give it a minute. I might do a little hot glue in there now too, just on the corners. All right, let's see if that helps. Because I want it to set before I move on. I'll put that slip back in there after. It's still even good. Just letting it sit for a second. I'll get a drink. I'll put a couple of pads on. Oh, phew. There's little bits of everything here. I'm sticking to my fingers. I have glue all over on me. Okay, hopefully that's stuck down. It's not moving. I think the hot glue definitely helped. So we're gonna glue this to this, but we're gonna put the slits in it first. Put it in the slits first. Okay. So they are laying flat. Okay, because you don't want to bend them. Now you can use tape pen here, or I'll use the Colol glue because don't go near the slits again. Just try because you don't want anything to get sticky. Okay, but everywhere else definitely. This isn't gonna warp this one, so. Okay, gotta hold it down again. This is coming along so much better than the last one. I mean, now that I know what I'm doing, because I had to design it myself. I designed this, and I didn't see it from anyone else's posts. Nothing. So is the cutest thing ever. Just want to make sure it's glued. Feels like it is. I can rub it like this. It's like I can't turn it upside down. Okay. Now, these guys. So what I decided to do is glue it to the inside back. And the thing is, I didn't know how much to do because, and it just still baffles me, but I think that what you have to be careful with is that these acetates don't bend until you get it to the spot where you want it, where the card's gonna fold. But even then, it just happened. It did work, so it's gonna be a trial, but let's try it. We can always pull it off because this part we're gonna cover with paper afterwards, and I want you guys to see, you know, what happens if and all that, you know. So if they're gonna be up here, they're gonna be up at the top with this laying right here. But I feel like we'll just glue it and see. That's all we can do. I can cut it off too if it's too much. So let's try it. This was the hardest part for me. But it wasn't gliding smoothly in here, so we'll see if this works. I have one that's done already. The hot glue seems to me to hold it the best, so. Okay, let's just get it, I'm getting it going first before I show you guys. Because it might be too much leeway, we don't know. They are so cute though. It might be too far away. I love moving them. See, it doesn't, I know I'm not showing you because I'm ripping it apart. I think, I wish there was a way like to roll it, like, maybe there is. There's gotta be some kind of mechanism that does that, you know? I'm moving it a little closer. And I'm gonna give it a hot glue again. Because it won't matter, you're covering this up. Maybe it needs to be folded, scored, like. We'll try it. I'm trying to turn. See, but it folds backwards. No, you're not glued in. Sorry, I don't want to show you on camera until I get it right. But if I fold it, I gotta try it. Could be going wrong here. I still have to perfect this part, you guys. But I have one that I fixed. Okay. Maybe we'll get this right. The one dog, the dog moves. All right. Let's just glue it, and then I'll show you. You can hear the dog. Getting some of there. What do you think? I want it to go down further, but I'll figure that out. But they move anyway. And I'll show you my other one. See? They're with there. That one's stuck. See, that's why I learned. Now that one's stuck, but that's okay. So there. It is cute, isn't it, Mike? I mean, like, it is the cutest thing ever. I just have to figure out this mechanism better. Then you cover this with a mat and, you know, you can use the paper that came with it, or you can use something else. And you can cover this side too so we don't see the slits with just even a piece of white cardstock or white paper. Whatever you want. But it's cute. It does work. I just want it to work better. Like, I want it to go all the way down here and come all the way up. But I know that if you pull it further back, but the thing doesn't seem to, like, they get bent up here when you pull the card, so. The cat comes out pretty good and down. Look at the cat's down there. Then it comes up. So that's good. So however I did that, they're at the same spot. This, just that this will get bent from folding it. Well, there's not gonna get stuck. That's all right. They're good. Adorable, right? Okay, well, thank you guys for watching, and I have to glue this better. But I just wanted to show you this, and I didn't want to wait for another day. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really appreciate you watching, and remember to like, subscribe, get notified, and follow me on Facebook at Christine Mahoney Crafts. Thank you very much. Now I gotta take this off, because I don't know how to shut this off. I guess I just hit the X. Sorry for my hand. Yeah, that's gonna be tough.